Good morning. You're watching Renaissance Living on RVN TV, and I'm your host, Denise Pereau. And today I am pleased and honored to welcome Cate Heaman from Prelude Solutions. And for most of our viewers out there, technology can be a little daunting. Please, I am the worst when it comes to technology, but Cate has really got a great handle on technology for different businesses and corporations and how you can save money in your company by changing up the technology and basically for your communication systems. So she optimizes those systems to your best advantage, and she's going to tell us a little bit about that. Cate, welcome to Renaissance Living.
It's my honor to be here. Thank you so much.
I'm so excited because, like I said, people are really scared of technology, and a lot of people are resistant to change.
Right.
So your job is really twofold. You want to teach people about the newest technology systems and how to save money in their business.
Right.
And you know, you want to help them overcome their fear too. So tell us a little bit about Prelude Solutions.
Thank you. So what we really do is we come in and we analyze everything that they have as is, okay? So we're really doing a complete inventory. So their fear goes away.
But this is basically their telephone
and
communication
systems and solutions. So we're looking at all their service, so their local, their long distance, their internet, their data, their mobile devices. We're taking a full inventory of what they have today, and we're saying, okay, here's what you have. Now we've looked at all of your customer service records, your contracts, your invoices, and we've found all of these anomalies and erroneous charges. So
I was just going to say that because most people get their bill, they sit down, they write out the payment, and never look at all those charges.
They look at, okay, if it's 10% one way or another when it comes to AP, AR, right? And that they say, okay, we're going to pay it. Well, that sneaks up year over year, right?
That's how these big companies are making all their money, because people don't check.
Right, and it's not, you know, it's not done on purpose, okay? It really is, and I can tell this from my own experience.
I always thought it was done on purpose.
Well, no, because you know what? I mean, there are billing errors because you have circuits that are in-state and they get out-of-state billing, or they're out-of-state and they get in-state billing. It could be one way or the other. It could be incorrect taxes on certain circuits. It could be just that when it was inputted, right, that the rates did not get implemented right. I mean, it's as simple as that. And we're finding
another reason why you guys should check your
well, that's exactly
billing.
Right. So last year we trended 29% savings across all services. So everything from
for every business that you went into.
That average 29%.
That's
this year,
huge.
It's huge. It's huge. This year we're trending 33%. 33% savings.
Now, why is that? Why is the uptick?
Well, I actually believe we've gone into a great deal more of nonprofits, and nonprofits, that's where we find a great deal.
Well, that's really a shame, because they're trying to make money to help others, and then they get slammed with charges that they don't understand. And
that's right.
Just somebody in accounting isn't paying attention.
That's exactly right. And a lot of it has to do with the taxes, because most nonprofits, they're not supposed to be taxed. And somewhere along the way, a circuit got picked up on a tax. And that's, you know, that's where I think the increase, we believe the increase has gone up from 29 to 33 because of the nonprofits that we've brought on this year. But I will say that it's complicated. And, you know, even the mobile invoices, that's, you know, where I think a lot of our savings are from the mobile invoices, because there's new packages coming out every day. You can bundle, you can not bundle, you can do it this way.
Yeah, and how many of us really understand the mobile charges and everything that are going on all the time? And you have to put security on your systems and all that, so it could add up.
And for example, right, your mobile phone, you get a bill, it's probably, one bill is probably like 10 pages, right? You got a couple people on your bill. Behind that bill, really on every single invoice, right, there's about 29 lines of code for one mobile phone that you're not seeing, that goes across a spreadsheet that says, you know, did I turn on Verizon GPS? It's $2.99 a month. That I could
see. I'm not that diligent with my bills either.
And that's it, right? It's just we're in there. So
after having a conversation with you, I'm like, wow, I better get in there and really check my bill.
And we are so lucky. at Prelude, our consultants have the least years of experience, 20 years. We have 20 years experience on staff. They know what they're looking for.
So Prelude Solutions has been in business 20 years?
No, our staff
has a combination of...
No, everybody that's there has about 20 years experience, myself included. So I started in telecom in 1998.
Okay.
So I'm lucky that my coworkers all bring that history and that experience with them. Prelude
across many platforms.
Yeah, right,
so
right, exactly.
That's really
so we have
great.
Project management, we have analysts, we have specialists that look at all of their engineering from a perspective of hosted telephony versus non-hosted, and I'll explain that.
What was the catalyst for you to open Prelude Solutions? So you have all this experience, and you were like, wow, I could do it better.
So there's a good story here. So in 1998, I had started with a company called ATX.
She was 12.
I started with ATX Communications, and I stayed there for 7.5 years. Now I'll tell you the story. I would bring on a new customer, and my client care and I would go out. We always had to review our first bill on site with the customer. Every single time, no matter what, my invoice was incorrect. Even though I implemented it or my client care implemented it, it was wrong. The good news is that ATX, you could walk up to the 3rd floor, you could change the invoice, talk to the accounting person right there, Toby, we got a problem with our invoice. Okay, in about a month and a half, I have a happy customer, right? So, and then I go back out and I review their bill again. And it was nothing that I did. That's why I'm saying, like, the bills are wrong because they are wrong.
It's all about the input.
Right, it is. Somewhere along the line, it got messed up, right? So then I was there for 7.5 years, and after many renditions of ATX, I said, oh, you know what? There's a business here. I'm going to go out and I'm going to start a business analyzing people's invoices, because back then, right, you got Verizon, MCI, if you remember that name, MCI,
right.
Verizon, AT&T.
Right.
You couldn't walk up to the 3rd floor of any of those companies and change their invoices and have a happy customer, right? Especially larger companies.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant what you did.
I was lucky enough, I had met another colleague, and her and I had started a business. And the business was called CSG. So CSG started in 2005. And I'm getting to the reason why Prelude exists. So CSG started in 2005, and from 2005 until 2008, we did exactly that: telecommunications consulting, analyzing, optimizing, finding savings, writing RFPs.
Wow.
Analyzing what type of phone system that they should be bringing in. And then we brought on hardware and software in 2008. And
how were you received as a woman in technology? That must have been a different animal walking in the door than
it absolutely is.
Yeah.
It's not the norm.
So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. So continue.
So then, we brought on hardware, software, became the only regional platinum partner for Avaya, and we also worked on ShoreTel systems as well. And then 2 years ago, the writing on the wall was there, and I really didn't want to be shoehorned into only 2 solutions, right? Avaya and ShoreTel. So the then business partner and I decided that, you know what, I'm going to take the consulting.
That's really pretty perceptive to read the market like that and to anticipate what is needed.
I needed to do what was really right for the customer, right? And it also opened up my entire business market and business plan. So we separated. I sold off my hardware, software. CSG still exists. And I took the consulting business and many of the consultants, and hence Prelude Solutions was born 2 years ago.
Brilliant.
Yep. And then we grew 40% this year over
Congratulations.
last year. Yep.
And now you're a broker.
Well, that's exactly right. So what I do, not what we do. I don't. I certainly bring new customers on. But what we do is we go in and we analyze what they have, find savings, and then we say, okay, we always bring soft costs. So you could be doing this better. You can be managing the service in with the system currently a little bit differently.
Well, they do a complete audit. So
that's right.
Software to hardware to.
And then we say, okay, this is antiquated solution and an antiquated system. What can we do to bring in a new service or a new system to bring you better technology?
And what can we do to bring you into the 21st century?
Right, yeah. And unified
Some people are still lagging.
Right. And you don't need, I tout this so much. You do not need an on-premise solution. And let me tell you what that does for
What
the
actually is
IT.
an on-premise solution?
A phone system where the actual system itself is managed and maintained on-site. And while there are many costs associated to doing that and moving it into the cloud, right? There's some cost savings there, but there's also this whole other area where every IT person, and anyone who's IT can hear this.
Oh, definitely.
They spent Christmas Eve, Easter, New Year's Day, upgrading their systems, because it's not just that system. If they have a call center, they have many other multiple types of systems that all have to be on the same release in order to speak to each other. And if they're not, you will break that system. And
So
make
that's
no
incredible.
mistake. Yeah. So make
I keep
no
saying that's
mistake.
incredible because
Right.
anything that I learn about technology, I'm like, wow.
But
so when I think
that-
call center, I
that
think
all
India.
goes away. That all goes away.
Wow.
When you go to host it, upgrades are pushed through, and that that IT entire department's life now, they've gained every holiday back that they lost, right? Because
That
they
in
don't have to.
itself
That-
is a great solve for people.
I mean, that's the soft cost, and guess what? You know what? Now you're in IT, you don't have to.
You can get your
Nights
life
and
back.
weekends are back. Yeah. And it's just
All right,
yeah.
Kate, I'm sorry to interrupt,
No,
but we
go ahead.
got to break for a
Yeah.
minute, but we'll be
Okay.
right back with more from Prelude Solutions. That's amazing, Kate.
Shelter dogs aren't broken. They've simply experienced more life. If they were human, we would call them wise. They would be the ones with tales to tell and stories to write. The ones dealt a bad hand who responded with courage. Do not pity a shelter dog. Adopt one.
Say we've got grit, and we'll take it as a compliment. Because it's our uncommon drive, our spark within, that brings us together and sets us apart. We are temple made. And when others take shortcuts, when others take breaks, when others take the easy way, we take charge.
I work 13 hours a day, 6 days a week. So when I'm off the clock, I gotta get stuff done. So when I need a snack, I need something healthy, tasty, and easy to eat. Like wonderful pistachios without the shells. They're protein-powered, delicious, and great on the go. And that's perfect for me. Thanks, Liz. A woman without a lot of time.
Whether you're a gourmet cook or just want to eat like one, visit Rostelli Market Fresh, your home for the freshest, locally sourced ingredients to please everyone who loves great food. Our organic meats, quality seafood, and free-range poultry are cut fresh to order. Chefs create culinary-inspired prep foods made fresh every day, which pair nicely with our vast selection of fine wines and spirits. Choose from handmade pastas, artisan cheeses, organic produce, and grocery items, all from the finest purveyors. Rostelli Market Fresh, from our family to yours.
RVN TV is a platform for people of any industry to share their story. Over 285,000 viewers are tuning in to RVN TV shows monthly. We guarantee a great experience that you'll be sharing with everyone you know while increasing your personal and company's brand awareness. But what is your brand? According to Forbes, it's a combination of your logo, your product, your design and feel, and your personality. Did you know that aside from being a guest, we offer even more opportunity to boost your brand? Adding your company logo and website on screen during your interview will allow viewers to recognize your brand instantly. Incorporating images and video clips is another great way to showcase your product during your live segment. Let viewers see how good you really are. And most importantly, there's you and your interview. For less than the cost of a newspaper, direct mail, or a magazine ad, you can leave our studio and within 48 hours have a permanent digital copy of your live segment to link to your social media, embed into your company website, or use in email marketing. Investing in your brand is so very important, and we can't wait to have you as a guest.
back with Cate Heaman of Prelude Solutions. And before we have any further discussion, I'd like her to give you her contact information if you need a technology audit in your company for communications. Prelude Solutions is the company you want to go to.
That's
Cate?
right, absolutely. So it's C. Heaman, C-H-E-A-M-A-N, at preludesolutions.com, and it's www.preludesolutions.com.
Okay. And what about an email address?
That was
Oh,
what I
right.
just gave. Yep.
I'm sorry, your
okay.
phone number.
Oh, 267-205-0895 would be the
And
best.
I'd also like you to reiterate a little bit about the critical aspects of Prelude Solutions and what you actually do in 2 steps.
Certainly. First, we come in and we analyze everything they have from a services and solutions perspective, and we find savings. We then implement those savings and or we roll that into new technology. So phase 2 is taking a look at what they have and saying, you could be doing this better. Here are some services and systems that may fit your needs. So we're brokering other services and other systems that come to and meet the needs of that customer.
That's a solid plan for anybody having a business and you haven't really taken a look at your communication technology and systems. This is the company that you want to call because they completely do the audit, they get you the savings, and they provide better solutions for you to run your company in a much more efficient manner.
That's right.
So that's worth every dime for you to come in and do that.
Absolutely is. And we're finding every dime.
You're finding every dime.
Right, so that they can use that, right? We're putting that back into their budget, right?
You just don't
And they don't
realize.
have to make the change. Maybe they have the right solution in the system. And sometimes we'll even say, listen, you know what? Don't make a technology change right now because we need $50,000 of credits from X provider because of a re-rate that we need to do. There's nothing that needs to change in the environment. Let's re-up with them for another year. Let's get our $50,000 in credits, put that back into your budget, and maybe there's something else. Maybe you need a different package from technology that you need from another solution or provider, right? So that it's all back into their budget.
So it's a totally comprehensive thing.
It's absolutely, yeah.
I think it's amazing, and you don't think about how valuable an audit like that is.
And there's no harm, no foul in the audit
Yeah.
because the way we are paid is it's a contingency based. So if our company doesn't find any money, we don't charge the customer.
So you got to love that. If they don't find you money, you don't pay any money.
So it's our job to find money.
That's great.
So that we can get paid.
That's great. Right. So tell us a little bit about some of the companies that you work with. Are you allowed to talk about the companies, or how large? What's the largest company?
Great question. And so we work with companies anywhere, and I'll explain this. Some of my customers are only 50 people because all they really want is a new phone system. So they want to go from a prem solution and they want to get a hosted telephony solution. In that case, maybe there's a little bit of savings, but not much, right? But our largest customer, 20,000 employees, and it's a pharmaceutical company. So,
oh my goodness.
And in that scenario, we are on site. We have 3 consultants on site working on that particular customer, okay, that pharmaceutical company, where what they're doing is they're doing ads, moves, and changes every day.
That's incredible.
They're optimizing daily. 2 years ago, we saved them $500,000.
Wow. So no matter how big, no matter how small, Prelude Solutions can come in
right.
and help you with all of your communications needs.
That's correct.
What kind of challenges have you found being a woman in the technology sector?
I think being a woman in business has its own challenges, right? So, and I've been...
Not that we want to discriminate against our men.
No, that's true. That's true. No, I think that... if you can talk the talk and walk the walk,
you can do anything.
Then you can do anything, right? So I actually don't see it as a difficult or difficulty, in my career.
Because you're very passionate about what you're doing.
I am very passionate about what I do.
And you're armed with knowledge. So
that's right.
When you know what you're talking about, that makes all the difference.
And quite frankly, my coworkers are brilliant. And I mean, they really are.
There you go. Brilliant woman with brilliant coworkers.
They really are. No, they.
You can't lose.
I'm not just saying that. I mean, I've surrounded myself with really.
Well, obviously,
incredible
when
people.
you're successful, people who are successful surround themselves with people who are like-minded.
Right.
So
I have,
that's why your company's doing so well.
Right. And I have absolutely no problem walking into any company because I believe in what we do. I believe in Prelude.
There you go.
Obviously. So
let's share some pictures from
yeah.
some of the. I think Cate has a little bit too much fun. They do all kinds of charity events.
We do.
And
Yep,
what is this that you're doing?
That
right
was
now?
a mud run that we did for muscular dystrophy.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
And where was this?
That was down in Delaware. Yeah.
Okay. And what's this?
This was actually just recently. We were at a consulting, a whole consulting. I guess it was a conference. And
so this is actually how you meet your clients.
No,
too?
no. This was actually you meet all of the other suppliers, so all the service providers,
okay.
all of you had everything from Verizon, AT&T.
So your
XL,
network is
yeah,
pretty
so
expansive.
We had a 3-day conference where we're learning about all new technology, who's doing what's coming down the pike. We've got
That's
talking
incredible.
about all. Yep. So that was what that was about. And then another.
They're having fun again.
Yeah, we are. We are always. So one of the things that I learned very early on, and it was actually from ATX, a percentage of their proceeds always went back to the community. So that's exactly what we do. Every single employee
it's very admirable.
Is asked to bring on your charity. Bring on what charity do you want to be a part of, and we help support that charity. So it's part of our actually a requirement.
The fabric of the company.
Yeah. Just bring your favorite charity. We're going to support it. Plus, I'm on the board of the Alzheimer's Association, and
oh wow.
We actually have that as part of our proposal that we give back to the community.
A lot of families are touched by that too.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah. And here you're at?
Yep, this was, I'm part of Legacy Jersey Man, Philly Man, and this was an event that for the Samaritan, one of the I would say, Legacy members had an event, a golf outing.
That's a big organization too.
The Samaritan is what it was for, right? So we had a lot of fun golfing. I love golfing. And here's my favorite. This just happened. So I have always
That's
wanted,
a big deal to get your
it's
certification
big,
for WBENC.
It's huge.
Huge.
Right. Yep.
Congratulations.
We started this literally probably 8 months ago, and we just got it within the last month. So that was a big feat for me. I've wanted to be women-owned since I owned my first business in 2005, and we were women a majority at CSG, but then in 2011 we weren't. So we never were able to achieve really a women-owned business certification. So now as Prelude, we are.
So
and it's awesome.
That's
and
really
it's
a milestone for your company.
It's a milestone.
Congratulations
for me
again, Cate.
and for the company. I've wanted this my entire career.
That's great. I love to see women empowering other women and giving a hand up.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
it's great. Well, I'm really glad that we had this opportunity to share today.
Yes.
And for our viewers out there, if you're looking to make changes, you got to look into the back end of your business. And Prelude Solutions is the perfect company to do that, as we said earlier. Cate, you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Congratulations for all of your accomplishments. And thank you for joining us today on
Thanks for
Renaissance
having me.
Living. And we'll see you next time.
Thanks.
They are the greatest fighting force the world has ever seen. But what does it take to strengthen our service members? What does it take to let them know that we stand behind them?